Hello, this is John Earls, expert in resilience and treating burnout. I hope you've enjoyed the last couple of videos, and if you haven't watched them, I'll give you a quick summary now. So we were identifying what is the definition of burnout. Well, there's many out there, but generally speaking, burnout looks at three areas of a person: their mental functioning, their emotions, and their physical state. So someone who's burned out will be affected in their mind. They won't be able to concentrate. They'll be affected in their emotions. They won't have good control, and they'll be affected physically. The body will be stressed, tired, tight. How do we identify it? Well, you need to use a system of measurements. There's no point just saying, "Oh, I feel this, that, and the other." Well, identify exactly how you are feeling, and then test to see which scenarios are causing you those issues. It could be you're burned out because you're not getting enough sleep, you're not eating well. It could be being burned out because you're drinking and smoking at the weekend. It could be being burned out because you have changes in your hormones in your body, or maybe it is that you're overloaded at work. But test it, find out how you are stressed out and why you are stressed out. Once you've identified the cause and which areas are you affected by, because not everybody will have high degrees of any one of those three. Some people who are burned out are far more emotionally burned out. They have a thing called compassion fatigue. So you need to identify which one of these is the most affected, and then look to treat it. So I've got some ideas here, and I've got some slides to show you. So if we look at the slides here, we look at how to treat burnout and how to treat each one of those individually. Treating IQ, EQ, and PQ. So IQ relates to the mind, IQ tests, logical reasoning tests, these sorts of things. EQ, emotional intelligence, emotions. PQ is your physical quotient, how you're physically feeling. Now, I'm suggesting here mindfulness. It doesn't have to be mindfulness, but mindfulness has been very well researched, particularly in stress management in the workplace, resilience management in the workplace, and recovery from burnout in the workplace. It's also been well researched in a person's personal life, helping their mind declutter so that a person's able to reclaim their mind, so the mind isn't overwhelmed by negative, upsetting thoughts. I've suggested here yoga. Now, it doesn't have to be yoga to help treat the physical element of somebody, but yoga is quite well researched. It's shown to relieve physical stress in the body. And why we would do something like yoga is that it helps us train our strength, our core muscles, and it's also a cardiovascular exercise, particularly with some of the stronger yogas, like your Ashtangas. An expert in energy management, Tony Schwartz, says that we should be doing 1 time strength training and 2 times cardiovascular training per week if we are to maintain a good level of resilience, recovery from burnout, and good physical energy. And finally, emotional agility. So Dr. Susan David talks about the ability to move between our emotions, not let emotions overwhelm us. There's lots of exercises that you can do to develop your emotional abilities. One of them is practicing emotional agility. And the best way to do that is through a thing called coaching. So if you haven't had coaching before, it's a really good way to develop your communication skills, your relationship with yourself. You put yourself in situations where you're rehearsing stressful situations. You're learning how to deal with it. You're increasing your emotional agility. I hope you found that useful, and I'm just going to stop the presentation there. If you want to speak to me, I would love to hear about your thoughts and ideas. It might be that you're a trainer yourself in burnout. Maybe you're somebody who's in a high-performing career and would like to know more about how to manage your performance and your stress levels. It could be you're just generally interested in the subject. Reach out to me. My name's John Earls. Email john@goodfoot.co.uk.